part of our man, so we're just gonna come down and who prepares the best and who's ready.
As the youth fans are starting to get to know you, I mean, obviously they can go back and watch your games at Florida and that, but what can you tell them about your game?
Definitely, fast, physical, aggressive. That's three things that I like to pride myself on. Speed, getting to wherever I want to go fast, getting there physical, and having aggressiveness, and sharing that energy with the rest of the linebacking core and the defense. So that's what I feel like they should look for.
How is it going to be kind of figuring out what the unique identity of this linebacker core is going to be, especially considering that Devin Lloyd and Neefus were such big parts of the program and big parts of that identity last year.
I mean, I feel like that's really not, honestly, that's not my concern. Finding the identity of the group. Coach Swan is a great coach. We got faith in him. He's gonna figure out the best way to do everything. I just got to worry about doing my role and playing football, and everybody's gonna worry about that, and then we'll let the people who put us in place worry about the rest. But in terms of chemistry, we already matched good, so we just decided for everybody to get out, everybody to be healthy, and so we can ball out together.
You talked about wanting to be on a national championship contending team. What was it about Utah that you saw that you felt that maybe they could be in that contention?
I mean, when you look at it, you go back to the teams in the conference championships last year. You got in the ACC Pitt and Wake Forest. SEC, the two teams Georgia and Alabama. And then you go to the Big Ten. Big Ten, you have a couple teams there who are really good. Then you come to the Pac-12, and you look at the teams who are in the New Year's Six, and it was like, which one of those teams are bringing back a lot of people? Which one of those teams have a chance to repeat the same success? So when I looked at it, I was like, a lot of the core of this team was coming back. Well, basically the whole core, the quarterback, the tight ends, the running back, defensively they're getting back a lot of things except for, inside linebacker and pass rusher. Those are two things that I feel like I do exceptionally well. So I felt like, that was a good decision. Just, Utah's been dominant out here in the Pac-12, and we expect to do the same thing. That's why I came out here.
How's your transition going?
So far, it's been a good transition. Obviously it's a different culture. Just being out in Utah compared to Florida and Alabama, where I'm used to living, it's a different climate for sure. But overall, I feel like I've been adjusting well. That's why I feel comfortable to come out here, because I know, my intelligence level, how I'm able to, communicate with people. So I feel comfortable that I would be able to mesh with any locker room. So, I'm happy that's been able to be done.
How'd those conversations with Morgan and Coach Witt go when you were making your decision and once you got here?
There were good conversations. I always let Coach Swan and the rest of them know where they was in the loop. I had a couple things to narrow in on, and then as time got closer and closer, I kind of set a date for myself in my head, and as time got closer and closer, I worked a couple things out, and I decided Utah was the best. So I let them know they were ecstatic, that they were happy. So it's been good since then.
You mentioned earlier that obviously football is a game that it's not just on the field, right? It's a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. What are some of the things off the field that you really care about?
I mean, off the field, really, I'm a football guy. Off the field, I don't really do much, but, I'm into, world history, things like that. Are you talking about that type of stuff?
Yeah.
My dad's a professor, so, I sit down. When I go home, a lot of people watch cartoons. I sit down and watch the news, see what's going on with Russia, that whole situation, different things like that. So, I'm kind of a different type guy, so I like to be smart, know what's going on in the world, know what's going on around me, so that's what I like to focus on.
How has your faith shaped you, and is it something that you like to share with teammates and things like that?
Yeah, my faith's definitely been something that's pushed me, helped me stay disciplined, allowed me to, become the player that I am, especially, when Ramadan coming up, getting ready to fast in a couple of days, it's something that shapes my mind, allows me to, be the person that I am. So it is something that I share with people, but, it is especially, being in a different place, anybody who wants to learn, I kind of do it on that type of fashion. Anybody who would like to, learn about it, educate themselves, I love sitting down and talking about it, but, that's how it is.
How do you see your fit in this defense eventually once things come rolling around fall camp and then obviously the season?
I think I feel like I can fit it in multiple places because, you know, I pride myself in versatility, being able to play, you know, different things, being able to do different jobs, whether it be rush, cover, you know, from different places, you know, play the run from different places. I feel like, you know, in my career, I've been able to play so many different positions in the front seven that now I'm, you know, ready to do whatever. So I'm ready to work with Coach Cali, Coach Swan, Coach Witt, and find whatever recipe is the best for success. So, yeah.
Thanks, guys.